Once upon a time, in a small, colorful town surrounded by green hills and blooming gardens, lived a curious little girl named Aaniya. She had curly brown hair that bounced when she walked and sparkling hazel eyes that always looked like they were searching for the next adventure. Her younger brother, Zayan, was only 4 years old, full of energy and giggles, with soft, chubby cheeks that everyone loved to pinch. One bright morning, or at least it had started bright, Aaniya and Zayan were playing near the window. Suddenly, the sky began to change. Soft white clouds turned into heavy gray ones, and the warm sunshine disappeared behind them. The air smelled fresh and cool, like the moment before a big rain. Soon, tiny raindrops began to tap gently on the windows. Tap, 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 like 1,000 tiny dancers keeping perfect rhythm. Most children in the neighborhood decided to stay inside that morning, cozy under blankets with their toys and books, but not Aaniya and Zayan. Rain for them was not a reason to hide, it was a reason to explore. "Aaniya, let's wear our boots and raincoats and find the rainbow," shouted Zayan, eyes sparkling with excitement. Aaniya grinned. "If we hurry, we might see it before it disappears." Zayan clapped his hands, chanting, "Yay! Rainbow, rainbow!" They pulled on their bright boots. Aaniya's were pink with white daisies, Zayan's were yellow like sunshine, and zipped up their raincoats. Aaniya grabbed her red sling bag just in case they found something special to bring back. When they stepped outside, the world smelled like wet earth and flowers. Cool drops of rain kissed their faces. They stomped into puddles with joyful splashes, sending tiny waves rippling across the muddy water. As they played, the rain began to slow, and the clouds parted just enough to let a golden ray of sunlight peek through. The garden sparkled, and the wet leaves shimmered. "Look, a rainbow!" Aaniya pointed toward the sky, and there it was. A huge, bright rainbow stretching from one end of the world to the other, its colors glowing more beautifully than they had ever seen before. "Wow," Zayan whispered, his mouth open in wonder. But then something strange happened. The rainbow's colors began to shimmer and twist, almost like they were alive. A soft, magical wind blew around them, carrying the smell of sugar and flowers. Before they knew it, a swirl of rainbow light wrapped around them, and whoosh, their feet left the ground. "We're flying!" Aaniya laughed. They soared through the rainbow itself. Each color felt different. Red was warm and spicy like cinnamon. Orange smelled like sweet oranges. Yellow tickled like sunshine on their cheeks. Green hummed like a gentle song. Blue was cool like the ocean, and violet felt soft and dreamy. "Aaniya, the rainbow smells like candy," Zayan giggled, his eyes wide with joy. At the end of the rainbow, they landed gently on a meadow unlike anything they had ever seen. The grass glowed with a soft golden light. Flowers in every color of the rainbow swayed as though they were dancing to music only they could hear. Tiny streams sparkled like liquid crystal. And then they noticed the animals, talking animals. A family of squirrels wearing tiny hats waved from a tree branch. A parrot with shimmering feathers sang a cheerful tune. Butterflies as big as their hands floated past like living jewels. A gentle white bunny with the softest fur hopped toward them. Around its neck was a tiny golden bell that jingled like fairy laughter. "Welcome to Rainbow Valley," the bunny said in a kind voice. Aaniya and Zayan looked at each other in amazement. "You can talk?" Aaniya asked. "Of course," the bunny chuckled. "Here, every creature can speak, and every visitor leaves with a gift." The bunny reached into a little pouch and brought out 2 delicate shimmering feathers, each glowing faintly with rainbow light. "These are your rainbow treasures," the bunny explained. "Whenever you miss the colors or the joy you felt today, hold this feather close and you will remember." The siblings thanked the bunny and explored Rainbow Valley a little longer, watching fireflies make patterns in the air, touching flowers that sang when you brushed their petals, and tasting fruit that changed flavor with every bite. But soon the magical wind returned. "It's time to go," said the bunny with a smile. The colors of the meadow swirled around them, brighter and brighter, until, whoosh, they were back in their own garden, standing in the same puddle they had left from. The rainbow was fading in the distance. "Was that real?" Zayan whispered, clutching his feather. Aaniya smiled, her hazel eyes twinkling. "I think it was magical." That night, as raindrops tapped gently against the window, the two of them lay in bed holding their rainbow feathers. They drifted to sleep with hearts full of wonder, dreaming of the day the rainbow might call them back again.